Hello everybody. So excited to do the sketchbook tour. This is a Talons Art Creations sketchbook that I started in November 2023, November 19, 2023. And it's a big boy. It's the big boy sketchbook. I'm actually quite sad I don't have one of these in reserve, so it's just over 8 inches. It looks like 8¼ inches by just under 12 inches, so like 11 and a half. It's a big boy. 21 centimeters. There we go. 29.5 centimeters by 29.5 centimeters. I've started decorating the covers of my sketchbooks with a little Neocolor 2 drawing. So this is, I tape off the edges. I don't know that I've done this in a video yet. I tape off the edges and then I added a layer of gesso, white gesso mixed with a little bit of blue acrylic paint. Just that is what the color of the background was. And then I went in with Neocolor 2s and drew my grandparents' house. I love decorating covers of sketchbooks. So the idea behind this sketchbook, because it is much larger than the one that I usually work in, also decorated, was to play. So the theme of this sketchbook was play, and I think I stuck to it pretty good. This is acrylic ink with some Neocolor 2s and a lot of cat fur. And this was, again, I blobbed, as I say, again, play. I blobbed acrylic ink directly down onto the paper and let it kind of do its thing, and then I closed the sketchbook and kind of stamped it on this side, and then using references from Pinterest created these garden scenes. This is an introvert drawing club session. I hope you can see how neon these are. Using acrylic ink, so circles of acrylic and then drawing faces on top. This is an introvert drawing club session called Kids of Beaver High, 3rd and 4th graders. Well, these are 3rd and 4th graders, even though they probably look a little bit older. Same thing here, but I didn't want to do another full page of faces, so they had some staff photos, and yeah, I just ignored that. Blobs of, I don't know what else I was doing to make these blobs of acrylic ink. Who knows? But drawing people as part of my 100 people painting challenge. I do have a video of this on my channel, so I will link that. But very fun, using a probably black polychromos pencil and Inktense pencils. Very fun. A Scribble Brigade session with Sophie McPike. This was, the theme for this was random Ghibli film stills, and each drawing was done in 5 minutes. And I used watercolor and black pencil. I used 3. No, I didn't. Never mind. Number 99 and 100 of my people for my self-initiated 100 people painting challenge. Some oil pastel ducks over some painted background. Looks like there's paint splotches in the background. These ducks were from a photo that my niece took and shared with me, and I just love them. I kind of wish this didn't live tucked inside of a sketchbook. I think it should be up on my wall somewhere. But very fun. Some neon parrotlets, I think. My sister sent me some photos from her from one of her trips. Yeah, just fun. More Scribble Brigade sessions with Sophie. Same theme, the Ghibli theme. Yeah. I love using watercolor in a loose way like this. I love it. I feel like whenever I use watercolor now, I need to set a timer. Swatching out Kiritake Gonzai Tombi paints. I got a set of 48. It was on a really big, I think it was like 45% off on Amazon discounts. And these paints are beautiful. Look at them. Look at how they mix and blend and flower. They're just really nice. I think they're more gouache than watercolor, but whatever they are, they're lovely, lovely to use. Julia Child, just from a Pinterest photo. This was a really fun art hang party. So we drew these faces one square at a time, so you could only see the one square. So we kind of puzzled the faces together. And I just used color pencil for these. I need to use color pencil more. I don't just use color pencil on its own. This would have been from a photo that I took. It feels like it's a cat. Okay. Yeah, this was a photo that I took. It would be in the winter of the music garden. This is my favorite willow tree. That is looking very, very bare. Just using Neocolor, no, because what's the brown? I don't have a brown Neocolor. What would that be? I don't know. Doesn't look like pencil. Who knows? Fun. This was playing with negative space. So this is a plant that lives on kitchen counter, which is right beside where I'm sitting right now. And I just focused on negative space using, I think it was a brush pen. And then to complete the other side, I just did a single line drawing using a Neocolor too, of the same thing, but not negative space. A Scribble Brigade session again. The theme was leaves, and I used the Kiritake Gonzai Tombi paints, which was really fun. Leaves are not one of the things that I like to draw. If I sit down to draw, it's not going to be a leaf, but letting the paints just kind of mix on the page like this was really, really, really nice. Another oil pastel piece. This is of the Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden, the Japanese gardens in Tokyo, from a picture. The background was kind of fluorescent-y pink mixes and stuff in the background, so you can kind of see it peeking through in places. And then I just used oil pastel over top. Some master studies that I did using the Kiritake paints and some Neocolor 2s on top. These are master studies of Tom Thompson paintings. His colors are literally like this, like from the early 1900s, and he's painting skies with these wild, wild colors. Some more master studies of Henry Somm. I love his like ink and line drawings, and these are from 1890, 1900s, 1884 to 1907. Art is so timeless. It's so timeless. I used Inktense paints here, and I want to say I used the Sailor Fude fountain pen, perhaps. No, I would have used my Kaweco Sport pen that had a green watercolor, green ink in it, or green ink. These are daisy studies that I was playing with to see what colors I wanted to use for a big painting. I ended up going with something like this for the background, but I haven't really shown that painting yet. I look at it all the time, but I don't think it's done. I'll show you. I don't think it's done. Art Hang Party Dragon Week. Again, dragons are not something I would sit down to draw, but it came up as a theme for Art Hang Party. And I used the Kiritaki paints again with a little bit of pencil. If you don't know what Art Hang Party is, do you know what Art Hang Party is? Art Hang Party is a weekly live hour-ish long art making session full of fast-paced drawing and a lot of fun that we do here on YouTube. It's live every Thursday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And each week is a different theme, and it's just a bunch of people coming together to draw together to get some drawing practice in and have some good art chats. It's really nice. Please come, please join. It's my favorite time of the week. This was another Introvert Drawing Club session with Beth Spencer, so introvertdrawingclub.com. She does a lot of live Zoom drawing sessions. I think she does one a month. And again, each month is a different theme, very on par with Art Hang Party and Scribble Brigade. I love drawing sessions. I used the Kiritaki paints again and a black pencil to add the details over top. But this was a really nice, fun session. Another Introvert Drawing Club. I think I was going back and doing some of the past sessions while I had a monthly subscription. So I was playing with negative space with this one, and I used a black pencil and black Neocolor. I was using pencil for these ones until my hands started to really hurt, and then I had to switch to the Neocolor for the background. But I love it. And then the background was filled with Kiritaki paints. Just smooshies of them. Another Scribble Brigade with Sophie. And these ones, this is what I was thinking before. I just used 3 watercolors. So these are my favorite 3 watercolors from Holbein. Gamboge Nova, Quinacridone Magenta, and Turquoise Blue. And then it mixes, the 3 of these mix to make all of these colors. And they're so pretty. This is what I use for my single line portraits. Anyway. Yeah, like the best. This session was a marathon session with Blue Shine Art, Charlotte Hamilton. The theme was 100 hats in 100 minutes. So, yeah, we just one after the other drew 100 people in a row. And you'll see we come back to that for Art Hang Party because it was so much fun. By the end of this, my hand was done. After the negative space before this and then this, it just like my whole hand, I could barely hold a pencil for like a day or 2. This was another Introvert Drawing Club session with the theme Hugs. And it was so sweet. It was the sweetest session. I used a black pencil and then just a very limited selection of Neocolor 2s. This was an Art Hang Party. This was a weekend pop-up session. So the first Saturday of every month, soon to be every other month because we're going to be doing a live session. We get together Saturday mornings on YouTube, and we turn the timer up to 20 minutes. So the theme for this one was picnics, and these are 20-minute little picnic paintings. And I used acrylic paint for these, which was quite fun. My dog is rolling around in the background if you're wondering what the noise is. Another Scribble Brigade session with Sophie. What was the theme? This was movie stills, I think, or like animation backgrounds. I used oil pastels. I forgot I did this. And then this was the same session, but I switched to using just Moon Glow from Daniel Smith watercolor with paint splodges. This was another just solo play session where I started with the flood of color in the background, and over here I was working to play with negative space and it didn't work. And then over here I did it, but this is like 7 different layers of things. I can't remember what was underneath it, but I just decided to leave it because I was getting really frustrated. But it looks nice. I like it. I like where it ended. I don't like how it got there. This is based on a photo that Marloes de Vries shared on her Substack. It was the photo was just so beautiful. As soon as I saw it, I immediately asked if she would mind if I painted it in my sketchbook, and she graciously said yes. So here it is. I used Kuretake paints in the background and then color pencil and Neocolor 2s on top for the scribbles. And probably the best horses I will ever have drawn in my entire life. Speaking of horses, Kristen Hastings sent me a little message through Discord encouraging me to practice horses, and she kind of guided me a little bit on how to do it in her message. So just focusing on the shapes of the horses. So these are based on some other illustrations that have been done by other artists, but it really did help. I think there's another page where I did the same thing, but then I used photos that I found just on Google image search because it's just for play. Another Scribble Brigade session with Sophie, again with the animation background theme, animation backgrounds, and I used Holbein watercolors here. Again, the same 3 main colors and some other pastels and things that I have in my palette, my favorite watercolor palette now. So these horses are done in the same vein as the previous ones, but these ones I did based off of photos, whereas these ones I did based off of illustrations that kind of look like this already. So fun. Another introvert drawing club session. This one was with Beth Spencer and Raj Kapoor, and they are, it was album covers but cats. Very cute. Very cute. Again, I used a black pencil and small palette of Neocolor 2s. Another introvert drawing club session. Awkward animal headshots. This is very cute. So this is combining, I think we were looking at 2 different photos. So we would have a photo of a human and then a photo of an animal, and we had to combine them. I think that's how this one worked. I want to say that that's how this one worked. Or like a couple of pictures, and then you could decide which ones you wanted to put together. Introvert Drawing Club is definitely worth checking out. The back library, what is it called? Is just really, really deep. Really, really deep. This is another Art Hang Party weekend session where we spend the 20 minutes per reference, and the theme was nighttime. I used oil pastels, and yeah, I think like night skies are hard for me to get my mind around. But this was great, and it's always nice like trying to tackle a subject or something that you have, you know, trouble grasping or are afraid to draw on your own with other people, which is one of the things that is so nice about Art Hang Party. Specifically Art Hang Party because I have control over the theme, you know, but it is definitely a democracy. Art Hang Party is a democracy. I used oil pastel for these. And I would actually like to go back and color that in black here because I think it would just make everything better. You know what? I'm going to do that. Before I put this sketchbook on the shelf. I say that every time I look at this, so we're just going to go ahead and do it. Do I get rid of the moon? I get rid of the moon. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. That, to me, feels a lot better. That feels a heck of a lot better. I'll do a side-by-side comparison up on screen so we can see, but I think that's the way that it should be. I've thought that since I did it, so I'm glad. I'm glad I did that. Another introvert drawing club session with Beth and Samantha Dion Baker, which was really, really nice to be able to get to chat with her for a time. I've been such a fan of Sam for years. So the theme for this one was dogs waiting, and just very cute. Another Scribble Brigade session was Sophie. The theme for this one, for this month, was stamps. And I did these all as single line drawings, and then I used the 3 primary watercolors that I used to get all of these colors. It just, like, it blows my mind. This was our first live drawing session with Deb Tertio, Debbie Draws Funny. We collaborated on this session, bringing Art Hang Party and Weirdo Drawing Club together on Google Meet, so we actually got to talk to people, see people. Yeah, it was really fun, and Deb gathered all of these photos, weird photos. These ones I did after because I just needed to finish the spread. I cannot leave a spread in a sketchbook unfinished. So these are just based on some old family photos. That's me, and that's me. More stamps with Sophie. These ones I used the cheap dollar store paint sticks that I picked up. I have a whole video on unboxing those, and I also have a video on making my own rainbow markers with them. So check those 2 videos out, especially the making the rainbow marker ones. That video is so fun, and nobody has seen it, so go check that out. These strawberries here, I think, are like my favorite thing that I've made in a very long time. I would, like, that should just be a print. Drawing some Seinfeld stills. Just a random idea that came into my head one day that it would be fun, and it was fun. Elaine, I think, turned out really, really good there. And George. Another Scribble Brigade with Sophie. The theme here was silent era film stars, done as all single line blind contours. Again, I think this was done the next week, and I used the paint sticks in the background. Actually, I did the paint sticks blind at the same time as I was doing the line drawings, so that was actually a really fun challenge, trying to match up the line work with the paint sticks. Some more. This was not blind, but it was still single line. And then this is an untimed blind self-portrait and self-portrait blind, 1 line, following fingers around my face. This one here. This was a Discord hangout session that we did on the Art Hang Party Discord. And these are based on photos that I took during my morning run that morning, and done in 10 minutes apiece. I like loose watercolor like this. When I try to do it, I can't do it, but this was another Art Hang Party session, and the theme for this one was Master Study Animal Portraits. So it was a really unique thing that we did, where we were looking at both master painting. So this one we were looking at an Ernst Ludwig Kirchner painting. I think it was of a woman. And then we were looking at a leopard photo, and we had to transfer the style of the painting onto the animal portrait, which was like, it was great. I can't wait to do this again, this theme again, and maybe we do it with a different subject. So we take the master painting and we transfer it to birds, or we transfer it to fish, or we transfer it to landscapes, or who knows what we do, but could be shoes, could be people, could be anything. But yeah, it was a real brain teaser. It really gave our brains a workout. All of the art hang party sessions are linked below, but if you go to the live tab on my channel page, you'll see, like, since February 2023, every week we've done an art hang party. So go check them out. These are me just drawing people from Pinterest. This was a open studio session with Sam Ashley Art on Substack. She is starting to build a really nice community over there, doing multiple live drawing sessions. I highly suggest you go give Sam a follow and check it out. So these were done using those cheap dollar store paint sticks. And it was really fun using them in a painterly way. Like 20 minutes with paint, like with cheap kids paint sticks, and with pretty successful results, I would say. It was really fun. I need to use these for serious things more often. This was a weirdo drawing club with Debbie Draws Funny. Deb has started a Patreon for the Weirdo Drawing Club. So if you like drawing sessions like I do, go check out the Weirdo Drawing Club. I'm linking everything below, but Deb is linked below. And she has a free tier on her Patreon that gives you a lot of really good access to things. So go sign up for free. So there's like no pressure. And just draw with Deb. She also has some Draw Weird Things With Me videos on her YouTube, which is very much the same, but the Weirdo Drawing Club is just a little bit more weird, so, and better, and good. It's all good. It's all good. This is Introvert Drawing Club Mystery Animal People Drawing Game. So this is on Beth's Substack. You can go and you can reference all of the images that she has saved there, but it's basically you pick a number between 1 and 10 and you get a picture of an animal, and then you pick a number between 1 and 10 and you get a picture of people, and then you have to put them together. So endless combinations, endless fun. Anthropomorphizing animals is just a pleasure. Like, it's just so fun. It's just like weird and fun. This was a live drawing session that Shar, Blue Shine Art, did on her Substack. And the theme was Peony Farm. And yeah, I just used Neocolor 2s. So 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't often add color, like water, to my Neocolor 2s, but I felt like it just really worked to make the soft petals of the flowers. I really like this spread. I think the colors are so nice. This is just a impromptu Discord hang. I think this was in Deb's channel, and we just drew weird things from Pinterest. Silly times. This is an art hang party session that was inspired by the earlier 100 hats, and this was 100 faces in 100 minutes. I had prepared my background with some light washes of pastel watercolors that I made, and then I used black pencil and just a Inktense, teal Inktense pencil, and we had 1 minute to draw each of these, and I had it set up so that it just automatically changed every minute, so there was no rest. We did take a rest after every 25. We did a show and tell break at 50, and then another little 2-minute break at 75, and then another show and tell at 100. But basically, it was drawing 100 faces in a row for 100 minutes nonstop. Like literal sweats. That's so fun. I don't know why I have that in there. I don't think I need it. So I'll keep that there. That session is great practice. It's great practice if you want to get a little bit better at drawing faces or a little more comfortable. Go do that session, and I recommend doing it all at one time if you can help it, if you can stomach it. This I did on location. This is the first time I've actually taken this big sketchbook out. And we took it over to Coronation Park, and I took my cheap paint sticks because I just wanted to play. I didn't want to do anything too serious. I actually have a reel of this day, so I'll maybe pop it up here. It's really cute. Yeah, so these are just paint sticks. These are those cheap dollar store paint sticks. Again, cheap dollar store paint sticks. It was really fun to take them out. This is a rainbow marker, not one that I made, but solid combo rainbow marker, just of people sitting in the park. And then some more solid markers, fancy paint sticks, a little bird poo. And then art hang party. This is a weekend. No, this was last Thursday. Geisha was the theme. And we did the classic art hang party timing, which we haven't done in a while. We started with 2 30-second blank contours. Then we did some 2-minute drawings. And some 5-minute drawings. Some 7-minute drawings. I loved this one from everybody. She's so graceful. And that one's really pretty. And then 2 10-minute drawings. So we started really fast and then we ended nice and long. This was a Discord session that we did on Deb's channel. And the theme was self-portraits, drawing yourself as you see yourself, not as how you appear in photos, is the idea of it. I don't think this is a successful, entirely successful likeness of me, but it was nice to be a little bit more deliberate in my self-portraits. And yeah, I need to elongate my face. Not like narrow and more elongated. And the eyes are huge and the whatever. But it was a good exercise anyway. And then we have Art Hang Party. Again, this one we just actually did this morning. I'm recording this on Saturday afternoon. The theme for this one was at the fair. So we started with some 2-minute blind contours, which are difficult to do a blind contour for so long. And then we set the timer at 20 minutes and really got into the references here. I used Neocolors, Neocolor tubes. And then just people on roller coasters. Very fun. Swatching some new materials that a friend sent me and trying to think of a collab name for Weirdo Drawing Club and Art Hang Party for our ongoing live drawing sessions. And that is the sketchbook. This was a really, really fun sketchbook to play in. I feel like I got a lot of good play in here. There's nothing serious. It was my place to come and just whatever I wanted to do, I can do in here. I feel like that in all of my sketchbooks, but it being larger, I don't know. There's something about working big that is just a little bit more freeing, I think. So I highly suggest having a sketchbook that you can just play in if that's your thing. Don't listen to me. I don't prescribe anything. I just want to play. That's all I want to do. I just want to play. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my little big sketchbook tour. And yeah, I will see you very soon. Bye.